I tried selling on Amazon for 1 year, and in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how much profit I made, how much I was able to sell, how I was finding products, and all the other nitty-gritty details. There's a serious lack of transparency with a lot of the Amazon videos that are out there, so I'm going to be breaking it all down for you. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you if starting an Amazon business is still viable today, and I'll break down the big changes I made to go from my first year on Amazon, where you'll see all the results, to where we now sell over per year on Amazon. So let's just go ahead and jump into it and start breaking down what I actually was able to sell my first year selling on Amazon. And like I said, I'm going to be super transparent with this video. You can see this is literally all of the sales that I made during my entire first year selling on Amazon. And you'll notice a lot of these items were nothing fancy, right? So it was literally just paperback books. I was selling CD players, really anything that I could get my hand on for super cheap. And that's not the typical way that most people start selling on Amazon. Most people will start and make it way too complicated on themselves, where they'll go and buy a product from China, try to slap a label on it, and by the time it's gotten to Amazon in the US, a Chinese competitor has already knocked off that product, and then that brand new Amazon seller with their awesome new product idea just simply can't compete with the Chinese prices. So instead, I knew there had to be an easier way and a cheaper way for me to start selling on Amazon. So as you can see on that spreadsheet, I literally just started driving around to thrift stores and picking up old used books. And yes, people are still buying that. I was super surprised too, but there's tons of used stuff sitting on the shelves that you can buy for $1 or $2 and sell for $20, $50, or $100 plus on Amazon. Selling books took a lot of work, but it was the perfect way for me to start in my first year on Amazon. Since I only had about $1,500 to my name, I couldn't afford to be buying a ton of super expensive items. There is a much easier way to scale on Amazon that I'm going to be breaking down for you here in this video. But first, let's get super transparent with the numbers during my first year on Amazon. So in my first year on Amazon, I was able to sell $86,646, and that was 100% used items, old DVD players, anything I could sell. I ended up spending $9,262 to buy those products. Like I said, I was getting them super cheap. The fees that I paid on those items was about $44,000, which was over half of my revenue, but it's because I was selling heavy items like books that my fees were so high. And the items that I eventually figured out how to sell have much lower fees, and I'll be showing you that here in just a second. So after that's all said and done, there was about $33,000 in gross profit left. That's simply after my Amazon fees and my cost of goods sold. I also had about $3,300 worth of expenses on things like software, eating out, hotels, because like I said, I was really working hard at this. And so I even went on a couple weekend trips to different towns. I would scan literally every book at every thrift store in the town. But with all my software, travel, boxes, all that kind of stuff, that added up to be just about $3,000. So after it's all said and done, I ended up making about $30,000 in true net profit during my first year selling on Amazon. And something that's really awesome about this is, like I said, I only started with $1,500. And so I was able to get a massive return on investment on the initial funds that I had. But selling books on Amazon for this long was actually a huge mistake, and I'm going to show you why. Even though selling used books on Amazon was a very profitable way to do it, it wasn't super scalable. And if you're anything like me, you don't want to have to be driving around day after day, going to thrift stores. And I definitely wanted to start a business that I could work less and less hours while I was making more and more money. And it's because I started selling name brand items, think vitamins, shoes, anything that people are willing to buy, that I was able to grow my Amazon business to over $2 million in sales in just the last year, all while I'm working less than an hour a day on my Amazon business. And I know that probably sounds too good to be true, so let's jump into the numbers. So what I do now is buy items like this name brand shoe right here. You can see we can buy Hoka shoes on sale at their website, and we can sell this exact same item over on Amazon. The current price is $197. So if we plug in our current cost price, we're going to be making about $48 in true profit after it's all said and done. And before you ask, yes, my shipping costs and all the costs of my boxes and all that kind of stuff are already included in the settings on my SellerAmp profit calculation. So instead of driving around from store to take a little bit of money and stretch it into a lot, now that I had tens of thousands of dollars that I had made by selling on Amazon, I needed to be able to spend that money faster. Because if you have money sitting in your bank account and it's not growing, that's actively costing you money. And so buying more expensive items that, even though they don't have as high of a return on investment as something like a used book might, you're able to spend all of your funds. And it's because of that that your money is able to grow much faster. And we can even use example items like this to find tons more winning examples. Let me show you how to do it, right? So on SellerAmp over here, we can go ahead and check out all of the other sellers who are on this listing. And since we know that we can buy this pair of shoes on sale from a different retail website and literally just list it on Amazon, we know that there's going to be some other sellers on this product that are doing the same thing with items that we haven't come across yet. So this seller, for example, they have 3 feedback. And when we go ahead and open up their storefront here, we can see all of the brands that they're selling and all of the categories that they're selling. So in this case, it looks like this seller really likes to sell shoes. And so I started finding my first online arbitrage arbitrage items, that's where we're literally buying from everyday websites and flipping on Amazon. I started finding those items looking through storefronts like these because these sellers have already done the work of figuring out what might sell on Amazon. And now our only job is to find these items cheap enough to make a profit. So check this one out, for example, right? So we can see this is a 22,000 BSR. So it's a decently fast selling item. The closer to one that number is, the closer to the number one selling item in that category it is. What we can do is we can go ahead and hit the Google button here, and that's going to Google the name of that product. And I can actually see that this exact same pair of shoes is on the On Running website right now for $90. So if we go ahead and check this out even closer, these are selling for $90 on the On Running website. Over on Amazon, we can pop open the Amazon product page, and we can see that if we're buying this item for $90, so we've found a profitable item that we can sell on Amazon by looking at the second item that's in this seller's storefront and checking out the analytics on this one. We can make $33 profit every time this one sells. Down here on the Keepa chart, this is another paid research tool that you'll need to sell on Amazon. We can see tons of fluctuations in terms of how many new sellers are on it. So we can see people hopping on the listing. We can see people selling out of that product right there, where it went from 9 sellers down to 5 sellers. And so diving into the data here, it looks like we can make a pretty good profit buying these for 90 and flipping them for 155 on Amazon. So all starting from that initial 1,500 bucks, we now spend over $1 million on products like those shoes that I just showed you. And the way that I've been able to do this with less and less time, like I said, I spend less than an hour a day, is by leveraging two things that I was never able to do with books. Number one is prep centers. So when I find profitable items, I can ship it off to an Amazon prep center. They'll receive that item and ship it to Amazon for me. So over the course of the last year, I haven't even seen a single one of my items. The prep centers have done all that work for me. The other thing I leverage is by hiring virtual assistants. I'm able to pay people in the Philippines anywhere from $3 to $6 an hour to go out and spend all day looking for items like the ones that I just showed you. I literally send them some of my own YouTube videos where I'm just diving in, finding tons of profitable products. They're able to replicate those strategies. And I've trained my virtual assistant team to spend anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 a week on profitable Amazon products. And I don't say all that to flex. I want to be super transparent about the reality of selling on Amazon. Like I was showing you all those expenses and the actual profit that I was able to make during my first year. And I definitely think it's extremely viable for you to still go out and make an awesome living selling products on Amazon. Just because I started several years ago now doesn't mean that you can't do the same. In fact, I've had the honor of watching people like Sam. She's about 10 months into her Amazon journey, and she's already done over $1 million in sales. Amazon is not a get rich quick scheme. It took a lot of time, a lot of late nights, and a lot of sacrifice. But any business that you can start that's actually going to work and it's actually going to be worth it is going to take that. And so if you're someone who's willing to put in the effort to potentially replace your full-time income, selling on Amazon is for you. And I'm not trying to sell you on anything here. If you want to learn more about this, I have a completely free resource that most people try to charge you some money for. There's a few hours of content on how to get started, start finding profitable items. There's a free community of sellers and some PDFs and some spreadsheets that'll help you out big time. The type of stuff that would have saved me literally months when I was starting my Amazon business. I'll leave a link for this down below. It's the Amazon Launchpad. I'm super grateful I didn't listen to the people who were saying that Amazon was saturated back in 2018. And so hopefully now you have a more clear picture of what it's like to start and eventually scale an Amazon business. If you did get value out of today's video, please feel free to subscribe. That helps me out for sharing some value with you. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Always happy to answer those for you guys. Also feel free to like if you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. But I really appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you next time.